Hey everyone, welcome back to Mental Health Matters Crafty Corners, and today we will be making some bracelets. So to start, we will need some cord, some scissors, and tape is a good thing. It's not mandatory, but it helps, and you'll see why in a second. So for this, I'm using cord, not just embroidery thread. It's a little thicker. You can buy it at the dollar store for, well, my price tag says $1 on here, so pretty good. So we'll just start by cutting some lengths of this. I kind of eyeball it. Generally, good rule of thumb for bracelet is wrap it around your wrist 3 times. That's about as long as you need, and you'll kind of get a feel for it too. So we'll cut this. Now for this tutorial, I will be using 3 different colors because you need 3 strands, and I just think it'll be a little easier to see. But a lot of times what you'll do is you'll make 2 of the same color and 1 different. Okay. So now we have our 3 pieces of string. See, I'm using black, red, and blue. So we're just going to tie a basic knot at the top to keep them together. Just pull it through like that. So, and now we can start. So I would recommend when you're first starting off to tape down the end, and that way it doesn't get away from you. So just like so. So there are 2 different ways to do this, and I will show you both. The first one is what I like to call a spiral. So we will start with one of our outside strings. So I'm going to use the red one on my left, and we will cross it over the middle string to make kind of a 4 shape like that. And then we will take the other string. So we're going to put it over the tail of the red string, and then bring it underneath the middle string, underneath the red string again. Well, not again, it's kind of an under-over thing. And we'll tie them together. So we'll keep the middle strand, in this case the black one, tight. And we'll just pull them up through until we get 1 stitch, like that. So for the spiral, we're going to continue doing this on the same side every time. So now it's going to be the blue string that makes our 4. I'm going to take the other string and go over it, under the middle, under the blue string, and through the loop that we've created. And pull. There's a 2nd stitch. So, and away we go again. With the red string this time, over, under, there we go, and through. So you might notice here, another way to think about it if you're using different colors on the outsides, is that you're going to just alternate the colors that you're making the loop with. So it's going to be blue this time, over, under again, and through. And now we're going to use the red string. So you just keep going with that, and you'll start to kind of see it take shape. Now the other way you could do this pattern is to make it flat instead of spiraled. So I'll show you that. So for this one, I've started the same way. I'm just using 2 of the same colored strings and 1 different this time. And if you'll notice, I also have beads, so I will show you how to add those. So we'll start with just stringing a bead on. So you're going to take the middle string and you'll thread the bead through like that. And now we're going to make our loop the same way that we did with the first version. So we'll just go over, under, under and through. And we'll just kind of pull it just up until the bead. So it'll be loose at first, but then as we do more stitches, it will kind of sit in place a little better. So now, to continue this way, to get it flat, we're just going to alternate sides that we did the loop on instead of doing it on the same side. So that was just the right side, so now we'll do the left. Over, under, under and through, like that. And now the other side. Make our loop, and we'll just continue like that. So now I'll just show you how to finish off your bracelet, and this is the same whether it's the flat or the spiral pattern that you're doing. We will take our two outside strings, tie them in front of the middle string, just a simple knot like that, and then we'll flip the middle string over and tie the outside strings behind it. And that'll secure it, and we can just cut off the excess like that. So here are some of the finished products, or semi-finished at least. So this is the flat pattern that I was showing you. So there's my bead. So I'd probably use that as a keychain, as I said before. This is, in contrast, how the spiral was going. So you can kind of see the difference just by which string you make the loop with at which time. And then these are just a couple that I've made previously. This was a flat one. What I did with this one was I took one color for the middle string, so that was one that wasn't really moving at all, and then a different color for the for the outside strings, and that kind of gave me this almost zipper effect. And this one I used all the same color, and I made a spiral with it. So there you go. Now you know how to make some bracelets or keychains. Have fun, guys!